This is your league owner Jetstream over here, and welcome to another special episode by Shell League. This episode I'm really going to go over sort of like the future of Shell League, our sort of relationship with BWD at the moment, other leagues in the running, and sort of explain like a real just like talk it out episode just about like what's going on right now. There are going to be some hard things, some like harder things to share explained here, some like less, some more exciting stuff also coming out here. So yeah, enjoy it. So I really want to start this video off by first mentioning the Pizza Major. In my opinion, it is one of the best ran Shell League seasons ever. It was run perfectly. No forfeits except for the two, but those teams were already out of contention, so they weren't important matches anyways. All games were streamed and recorded, and if they weren't streamed, which I think were again only two, they were recorded and uploaded to the YouTube. I think hopefully by the time of this recording, all the games, Shell League Finals, so let's come out on the YouTube, should be uploaded, but if it isn't, then it'll be coming out shortly. It is ready, it is edited, and it will be released whenever we see fit. Another thing to really mention is that sort of like how we've been running the league, Coop Kings has been very effective. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my headset. We've had like no real big issue when it comes to the league. It's had amazing BWD support. I couldn't really run it without Wizard support, and we thank him for that. BWD, they've given us an opportunity to really show our other creative side, in contrast to the negative side that other streamers and members of the community had framed us in. And so we thank you for this opportunity, and it's really, our narrative has really shifted and turned around a lot the past 1 year of Coop Kings being made. So I also want to congratulate NPS on winning the Pizza Major. They are now two-time winners, winning the Primavera Major and the Pizza Major. Hopefully we see them go for a third major win in the Netsu Major, which starts in January. And yeah, if they make a run there, it'll definitely be historic in Shell League. I also want to congratulate other teams like Gang. They were the first ever international team to compete, and they brought NPS down to their knees, only barely losing in a 5-4 win by NPS. And I think that was really impressive considering it was their first season. Hopefully we see the players continue on, join other teams, and really make the competition tense. People like to assume that NPS, full of old Shell like legacy players, are unstoppable. As seen by last season, they can be brought down, and hopefully we see more competition rise this season and maybe another team even win. So I'm going to sort of shift focus. So Coop Kings looking great. I want to sort of talk about Classic NA. Classic NA is a league that, we didn't want to abandon per se, when Coop Kings first came out. The reason Coop Kings was even made out was because an illegal BLZ member in the community known as Warren had tried to get some sort of staff riot going, and that sort of ousted me and alongside a couple other staff. So me and these couple other staff decided to make Coop Kings, and obviously he'd taken out the creative side of the league because we made the Coop Kings league a lot better than what Shell League Classic NA ever was and will be. And so when we made Coop Kings, obviously it took over, in around 6 months, I think it was the most popular league in Shell, which is impressive. And Classic NA has sort of been declining since. So we've decided that instead of making it Classic NA, we're going to make it Classic Global, where now it's not only limited to North America players, it's going to be everyone around the world. How games will work, we're working on that system, but what we're thinking is that if two teams are European, that we're going to have them sort of like obviously have a European game time, and if there's like a US and a EU sort of team playing, we're going to decide on like how servers are decided and how game times are decided, but it should make the league a little bit more interesting. We aren't banning it, we're just going to sort of broaden its interest to make it more appealing to players who want to enjoy the classic style that Shelly used to run on. Another really important and exciting announcement is that Shelly EU is now going to become a Coop Kings league, making it Shelly EU Coop Kings. This is a change I discussed with King before he unfortunately left the league. And before he had left, he had made these changes done, so I thank him for that. We're going to be EU and NA, so we're going to work a lot more together now. I've been given rep and EU, and same for NA. We're going to sort of intertwine, make our servers more connected, really secure down our server channels of entrance and exit, make sure players who are banned in one server get banned in other servers, and sort of really make rules stricter, I guess is the right word to put it. This is something that I've been trying to work on for the past 2 years, and I'm really happy to see it finally sort of take place. So now I think that really covers everything with Shelly. I want to move over to our socials as well. Our socials, YouTube. If you are watching this video right now, feel free to subscribe. We're so close to affiliate, and it means a lot to us if we do get it. We've been in the league running for 4 years, maybe 5, no 4, and nearly 5, and it means a lot to us. So to talk with BWD, a lot of people have been wondering why stamps aren't really being given anymore. At the moment, I'm trying to work with Wizard Support and a couple of our staff to get some few final stamps added. The CEO stamp, the RTV stamp, and I believe the LEV stamp. And those will be the last stamps ever added for teams, at least. It wasn't really a fault of Shelly. It was rather that the game has a sort of stamp limit, and they discovered this upon adding in a stamp that as there's a certain number where if you add a stamp, it sort of breaks the entire game, makes it super laggy. So they'd have to buy new servers, then be hassle. So they're really trying to reduce the amount of stamps that are produced every month. And so they decided to cut a little bit out of ours, but what they have provided us is, I think in my opinion, better prize hats, which has been going on for Coop Kings. It's unclear whether EU would get them. Most likely EU would get more albino bug sword skins, but that's all to be decided right now. Sorry, at the time of making this video, I'm sort of sick right now, and I wanted to make this before our editor left for vacation for winter break. I think talk with BWD and specifically other leagues that we support we try our best to support other leagues. What we do not, however, support is sort of the malicious intent of other leagues. For example, when Mask League first came out, it was ran by Vazi. I was very supportive of the league. I thought it was amazing. He did something Shelly did and made it completely better. And he also gave due credit where credit was needed. What I don't support is sort of stealing our ideas and then undercrediting us. I think in recent years, Shelly's been undercredited, and I think it's very harsh concerning that a lot of players or people in the community who are undercrediting us haven't really even been inside the community. So yeah, hopefully when they do enter the community, they'd see we're not as bad and we're actually pretty fun. And also, the community has been, it's been a lot less toxic, and I don't think players or community members see that. Another thing I really want to mention is that a lot of the things that other people do use, like verification, is something Shelly created, and we've reduced the number of alts quite a bit, and I just don't know if people know that. So I figured now would be a good time to tell them, you may think we're useless, we can get leech shit removed, but in reality, Shelly has been a sort of outlet for a lot of people to really vent out their competitive feelings, and also reduce the amount of cheaters in the game. I want to talk about Agent Adam specifically as well, just for like a quick minute. People have been saying we're targeting shell tournaments. I want to make it very clear that we're not targeting shell tournaments. I think it's a great tournament format. While I don't support Agent Adam and his actions, he has definitely created a good league, and I hope to see it run. But I think it's hard to talk about this without getting like, you know, yelled at from one side or another. But Agent Adam has done some very questionable things that people just, you know, they let it slip, and he gets no sort of repercussion. And while I don't think he should be fully removed from the community, he has done a lot in the past year, I still don't see a reason why he keeps getting away with these things. And if it was like another player who just entered the league, I feel like they'd get a lot stricter of or a league or Blues digital community, they get a lot stricter of a sentence. And yeah, that sort of disappoints me. But again, it's BWD's choice, and we have to respect it at the end of the day. Hopefully, and by the time this video has been uploaded, things have changed. But right now, it's not like something that seems to be like happening anytime soon, which I find sort of disappointing. Also, and it just, I don't know, it sets a bad example for new members of the community as well. And keeping them at such a high position also doesn't seem right. But yeah, I mean, again, I'm not the one making these decisions. I respect anyone's decisions if they do make it on him, but these are just simply my opinions, and I feel like a lot of the community has been sort of giving me backlash for sort of giving out those opinions, even though a lot of it is factual when it comes down with evidence. Another thing I do want to mention is that hopefully, and again, by the time this video is uploaded, BWD has given us some splash advertisements. We are getting them, and this should increase the member count of the league as well, and also increase activity. Coop Kings is a great league, and we've shown for the past year that we are stable as comparison to leagues before us and the current state of Classic NA. And hopefully with this, we should be able to move into sort of bigger, brighter future. Like I said, everything's been running great. The YouTube, our season average before LPs and Major was 5 videos per season. We're pushing to 25 and maybe even 30 before the series chat or before the major chapter is over. And you know, we have some cool content coming. The story of Slimy is one thing we're working hard on. We actually finished the script, but we are going to rewrite it just because I don't think we like the way it sort of turned out, and I think we can do a better job. And you know, and these like sort of player like story things I think are also gonna be really important for the league as well, as they sort of share like people's experiences as compared to the ones who only complain. And yeah, this is sort of what this episode is sort of about. I just wanted to vent out, explain a few things that haven't been explained clearly before. There's still, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot to say. I just can't answer in one video at this time, especially when I'm not feeling 100%. Any BWD members, my DMs are open. Shelling members, you know where to find me. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Have a great day.